SMC Corporation was founded in 1959 in Japan, and our vision is to become the de facto standard, the standard for sustainable automation around the world.
So our customer base really is from the electronic industry, automotive, medical industry, food and packaging, the mining industry, those types of accounts.
Where we are right now, the total facility square footage is 2.6 million square feet. The warehouse itself is 1.1 million square feet.
We currently have roughly around 65,000 different SKUs. About 53,000 of those SKUs are located within the AutoStore. Currently we have roughly around 90 employees.
We've continued to grow. Now, had we not moved when we did and put the installation in, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing right now because we had outgrown that other operation.
We knew as our sales have increased and our ultimate goal to get to $1 billion and ultimately to $2 billion here in the next few years, the warehousing operation traditionally was not going to solve or allow us to reach those goals. And the only way to do that was to automate, and specifically investment in the goods-to-person system like the AutoStore.
We chose AutoStore because of size of our parts, the weight of our parts, the order mix as we're picking our orders, the footprint that it takes up. It just was a much better solution for us as an operation than some of the other options that were out there.
The AutoStore improves our fulfillment operation by us having the ability to quickly get our products in the door, into the AutoStore, and ready for orders. The product comes in, we get it into the AutoStore, and that afternoon, within a few hours, it's allocated and picked and out the door. So it really allowed us to improve our delivery time and throughput time by getting the product in quickly, getting it into the AutoStore, and then getting it to our customers.
So Bastian Solutions provided training to our management team so that they could be the subject matter experts for helping to train the rest of our employees when we went live with the new system.
We took that training, created our work procedures, and then further, once we started to go live, prior to go live, we then trained our operators and associates how to use the system.
It was also very helpful because we had a lot of people that were onboarded pulled in to actually induct everything into the system for the go live.
So we have a long working relationship with Bastian. They're close by. The sales engineer understands our business and in many cases knows what our ultimate goals are.
The previous central warehouse, it was limited in size and space available for upgrades, but the throughput in that building was kind of maxed out, and we were trying to become more efficient by doing small upgrades. But once they kind of reached the capacity of that building, we started looking at this new facility, and there was only so much improvement that they could do with the floor space they had available in that building.
The old operation, the way that the conveyor was laid out, the way that we consolidated orders, our capacity for the day was about 5,000 lines per day. That was it. We might be able to pick 7,000 lines, but we couldn't get everything consolidated and prepped for outbound shipment. Since we've moved into this facility, we have hit 10,000 lines, 12,000 lines multiple times throughout the year, and our operators are not working overtime to do that, and the orders are going back out the door on the same day.
This new installation has benefited our customers because we can get the product ordered in our system into the Bastian Solutions Exacta software and picked rather quickly. We weren't able to do that in the old system. There's a lot of queue time, a lot of steps in between, but this system here made it a lot easier for us to get the product released that day and out the door that day. So the AutoStore has saved us a significant amount of space. Because things are densely packed, We are now utilizing a small percentage of square feet within this building that we traditionally would have in the old style of storage, which is rack or shelf storage.
So on the fulfillment side of things, we are able to complete an order in a much more timely fashion than we did at the other operations. So the operators at the pick ports are able to pick and consolidate everything that's going outbound for that order that's coming out of the AutoStore. And as soon as they're done with it, it goes onto the conveyor. It will go past an operator that's going to insert a packing list in the box, and it gets sealed up, it gets an outbound shipping label, and goes directly on the truck. So if we have any downtime at all for whatever reason, we can usually absorb it very quickly within the recovery time. So if we had a outage for whatever reason at the old building and it was an hour long, it would take us several days, even into the next day, to recover from that, depending on what was going on. If we have an hour outage here, it's a blip and most people don't even recognize that something has happened. Has not happened for quite some time, but we do know that the recovery time is much, much faster.
The AutoStore has helped our kitting process immensely. We can now get the parts over to our kitting process rather quickly. We don't have to have products both in the central warehouse and the factory that need to come together. We can get everything into the AutoStore and picked out of the AutoStore and over to our kitting process in one day.
So because of the AutoStore and the way that we're picking the orders, 93% of what we are processing between the AutoStore and our pick and pass area that are all in line with the conveyor are going out the same day from the point in time that we're picking them. So when we drop the orders and they're going right on out the door.
AutoStore has increased employee satisfaction by really reducing the fatigue on the warehouse functions. So they're not walking the traditional miles that they would have that they did in the other building and the other warehouse. So it's really improved the ergonomics of the picking process. Has made it safer for our employees. They're not picking below their waist. They're not picking above their shoulders. Everything is very easily picked right at waist level. And we keep our employees safe that way, and AutoStore has allowed us to do that. So the AutoStore system is really easy to use. As we bring in new associates, or as we retrain or cross-train associates, the learning curve is remarkably easy on the operator, and allows our employees to get a variety of warehouse operations and not get bored doing one function. And having a simple system to use allows us to be successful. Our current plans are to continue to look at further automation. We're working with Bastian Solutions on other automation opportunities within this current system. Beyond that, this installation was the first for SMC, this AutoStore installation, and they're also looking at a similar system to incorporate into their operations.
So had we not installed the AutoStore and the pick and pass operation and moved into this operation when we did, we would not have been able to hit the sales goals that we've had up to this point. We would not have been able to gain market share because we would have been at gridlock in the other building. We definitely would not be where we are today had we not put the AutoStore in place when we did.